Oh, hi there. You've just caught me about to make a cup of tea. Now, many people have asked me in my life, how do I make a cup of tea? We're still rolling.
Hang on.
Hi. I'm just about to make myself a cup of tea. Now, many people have asked me over the years, Max, how do you make a cup of tea? Because I've heard you make a great cup of tea. And those people are right. But it's a very, very torturous procedure. And so I'm going to take you through, step by step, if you will, the tea making process. Okay, come with me on this exciting journey. Okay. Lovely model, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's the... it hasn't actually got the name on it, but it was from Tesco, and it'll do the job. Okay, well that's just boiling now, and the metal thing inside will heat the water until it's boiling. Now, you might have noticed the kettle's already full of water. This is a bit of a controversial point. Do you fill up the kettle with fresh water, or do you just fill it up from the remnants of what I had before? I say don't get bogged down in this kind of thing, it doesn't really matter. But let's just boil it and take it from there.
Right, when you're ready.
The milk. You know, it kind of makes sense while you're waiting for the kettle to boil to get the milk. As you can see, I've gone for the red top. That's skimmed between you and me, and I really do think it makes for the best cups of tea. Okay, now we've already addressed the subject of milk. Milk is important, but not essential. You know, you can choose whatever you want. Ass's milk even. But I'm joking, don't use ass's milk. The other key, and this is imperative, is the tea bag. As you can see, I've got the traditional square model tea bag. Don't go for the circle. The pyramid bag I have some time for, but basically it's just window dressing. What you need is some paper with some tea inside. And what is more important than that is this is Yorkshire tea. I can't stress that enough. Yorkshire tea. Don't use any other tea bag than Yorkshire tea, alright? Yorkshire tea. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, in many ways, waiting for the kettle to boil is much like waiting for a bus or another appliance to be ready. Oh. Watch Pump Never Boils. Okay, it's coming to the boil now. So if I just remove this spoon and wait for it to boil. It's imperative you get the water in the cup as soon as it boils. Okay, freshly boiled. Now it's important, this is very important. Some people overlook this. Well, here I am gassing. Okay, you pour it in, but make sure you impact immediately upon the bag. Thus it inflates, okay? You might think this is funny, but it's not. Some people. Right, okay. So that isn't ideal, but it's going to have to do. Now, as you can see, I'm just going to rotate it around, just get the water moving. And I really can't stress this enough. You must have an inflated bag with the leaves separated. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that?
Very closer.
Yeah. But that's not great bag shape. You don't want any folds. Yeah? Okay, so just help it on its way. Just give it a little time to settle. And now it's milk time. It's a special time. Okay, move the spoon. Right. This is important. An initial splashing of milk. Don't blow your load, alright? Okay, so milk in, and it just settles, okay? And as you can see, that's turned to a dark brown. You don't want to drink tea that strong. This is just the initial stage, okay? Another important point, don't rush it. Imagine like you're making love to a beautiful tea bag woman, and let it writhe in the cup. Okay. Now we're at a healthy stage. This tea's beginning to look like a cup of tea that you'd like. I can hear you saying, that looks nice. Well, hold fire. It's still going to be a bit hot as well. So. Okay, now this is another important stage. I'm going to go over to the sink now and do something that you might not have seen before. Hi, I'm over here by the sink now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stir the cup. I can hear you. You're going, whoa, Max, it's going everywhere. You've made a hell of a mess. And yeah, sure I have, but what's important? Mess or good tea? No.
Good tea.
Yeah. Okay. And just let it rotate. Stir and let it rotate. Stir and let it rotate. As you can see, I've deliberately left the level of the tea quite low in the cup. That's because Mr. Milk isn't finished yet. He's coming back into play. Splosh. In goes the milk. And look at the colour there. Beautiful. Yeah. That's good. Okay, as you can see, I'm always helping the tea bag out. It really could do with your help, and why not? Remember our buzzword? What was our buzzword, guys? I didn't tell you what the buzzword was. The buzzword is patience, okay? Say patience.
Patience. Patience.
Great, okay. Letting the bag do the work. Just let the bag do the work. Don't be afraid. Let's take a moment, take a deep breath. And just let the tea brew. That's what it does. Okay. Well, I think it's time for another trip to the sink. You might say this is all a bit arduous, but it really does make a difference. When you drink the tea, you'll see. But seriously, I was a bit flippant about the mess you'll make earlier. You've really got to be tidy, so splash a bit of water. As you can see, I've got a pretty filthy cup here, but you know, it's the way I roll. One more stir, we're nearly ready. Okay? If in doubt, give it more time. I can't stress that enough. What's the buzzword, guys?
Patience.
Sure is. Okay. Patience is a virtue. Okay. Right, squeeze. You've got to get every last drop out there, you see? Really squeak, really ragging on the bag. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right, look at that. There's nothing left in there, is there? I've had it for all it's worth. You know, sometimes I just like to pop it in the mouth, but not today. I've just had something to eat. Okay, well, we all know that a good cup of tea isn't a good cup of tea without a little bit of this stuff. What's that stuff, I hear you ask? No, it's not cocaine, it's sugar. Ordinary sugar, granulated sugar, but you can get other types of sugar, like sugar cubes. Okay, big teaspoon here, yeah, rocking the teaspoon. And as you notice, it's a bit cheeky of me. I have 2 sugars. What I'm doing is I'm getting some in on the end of the spoon as well. For me, the sweeter the better. But as we all know, this part of the tea making process is personal. It's very personal. Whew, and here we are, stirring the tea, thus sealing the flavour, getting the sugar in there. And you know what? I think we're ready to taste our tea. Ooh, I'm gasping. Oh yeah, it's fucking good. Right, time for the apprentice.